The road to the 2025 Kentucky Derby is full of surprises, with some contenders peaking at the perfect time while others are losing momentum. This video provides a capsule look at the horses surging on the Triple Crown Trail and those whose Derby chances aren't as strong as they once seemed. Let's dive in and break it all down. First, let's take a look at the colts who are heating up on the 2025 Kentucky Derby Trail. At number 1, stepping into the spotlight is Tappan. This rising star showcased his undeniable talent in the 2025 Florida Derby, proving his potential as a serious Kentucky Derby contender. Under the expert guidance of Brad Cox, Tappan delivered an impressive performance, holding off Sovereignty to secure a well-earned victory. His journey began with a promising 7-furlong debut win, and despite finishing second in the Holy Bull Stakes, his ability to stretch out to 1 1/8 miles at Gulfstream Park highlighted his development. His closing fractions, running the final 3/8 in 37.06 and the last quarter in 24.91, demonstrate his staying power, a crucial factor for the grueling Kentucky Derby distance. Sired by Into Mischief and Out of Virginia Key, who placed in the Gazelle Stakes, Tappan possesses a blend of speed and stamina. While only 3 career starts may be a slight concern, modern Derby trends favor lightly raced, rapidly improving colts. His tactical speed ensures he can adapt to various pace scenarios, making him a dangerous opponent on May 3rd. With Luis Saez in the irons, a seasoned Kentucky Derby-winning jockey, Tappan has all the right tools to make a strong bid for the Run for the Roses. If he continues to progress, he could be a major threat at Churchill Downs. At number 2, making waves with a breakthrough performance, it's Publisher. The son of American Pharaoh had been flying under the radar until his eye-catching runner-up finish in the Arkansas Derby catapulted him into Kentucky Derby contention. Trained by Hall of Famer Steve Asmussen, Publisher took full advantage of the blistering early pace, closing from last place in a 9-horse field to finish second behind Sandman. While the swift opening quarter in 22.46 and half mile in 45.96 played into his late-running style, he still had to showcase talent and determination to navigate through traffic. His final time may have been slightly hindered by a late fade, covering the last furlong in 1:13.06 and the final quarter in 1:26.09, but his career-best 95 Beyer speed figure and 100 Equibase speed figure highlight his improving form. At number 3, proving his championship caliber, we have Sandman. The Arkansas Derby winner silenced any lingering doubts about his ability to step up on the big stage, delivering a commanding performance that solidified his status as a major Kentucky Derby contender. Trained by Mark Casse and owned by Powerhouse Partnerships, Sandman demonstrated both class and resilience, making a powerful late run to claim victory at Oaklawn Park. His performance was particularly impressive given the hot pace set by early leaders, allowing him to showcase his ability to finish strongly in a high-pressure scenario. His career record now stands at 3 wins, 1 second, and 2/3 from 8 starts, proving his consistency at the highest level. Unlike Publisher, who benefited from extreme race dynamics, Sandman was well within striking range early and still had enough left to finish the race powerfully. His Arkansas Derby win not only added a prestigious Grade 1 victory to his resume, but also confirmed his adaptability on fast-paced dirt tracks. With a pedigree boasting Tappan as his sire and a strong female family that includes Mystic Guide and Music Note, Sandman has the stamina to thrive over the 1 1/4 mile Derby distance. Jockey Jose Ortiz believes the colt's stretch-running antics can be corrected, making him even more dangerous in the Kentucky Derby. Though he faces stiff competition, Sandman has all the attributes of a legitimate Derby winner. At number 4, making headlines from overseas, it's Luxor Cafe. The Japanese sensation has been electrifying on the track, most recently delivering a 5-length demolition job in the Fukuryu Stakes at Nakayama. Trained by Noriyuki Hori, this son of American Pharaoh has already built an enviable reputation, with 4 consecutive wins signaling his emergence as a serious contender. His bloodlines are impeccable. He's a full sibling to Japanese champion Cafe Pharaoh and a half-brother to multiple Grade 1 winning mare Regal Glory. That kind of pedigree, combined with his dominant on-track performances, makes him a fascinating prospect for the Kentucky Derby. He has amassed 70 points on the Japan road to the Kentucky Derby, ensuring a spot in the starting gate if his connections decide to send him to Churchill Downs. The biggest question mark is how he will adapt to American dirt racing against elite competition, but Japanese horses have proven their ability to compete on the world stage in recent years. If Luxor Cafe ships over and continues his upward trajectory, trajectory, he could be a serious wildcard in the Derby field. His powerful, sustained finishing kick makes him a horse to watch, and if the race unfolds favorably, he has the potential to stun the field on the first Saturday in May. Now, let's shift focus to the Colts, whose chances on the 2025 Kentucky Derby trail are cooling down. At number 5, the hype has faded for Disruptor. This Todd Pletcher trainee entered the Florida Derby with immense buzz after an eye-catching 9¼ length romp at Gulfstream Park, but his first stakes attempt proved to be too much, too soon. As the second betting choice at 340-1, expectations were high, but he faltered against tougher competition, finishing a distant 5th, more than 10 lengths behind Tappan Street. Making the jump from a maiden sprint to a Grade 1 race at 1 1/8 miles was always going to be a daunting challenge, and the Florida Derby exposed his inexperience. Disruptor still possesses undeniable talent, but the Kentucky Derby is now off the table as his lack of qualifying points leaves him on the outside looking in. However, with his speed and natural ability, he could be a force in shorter races or later in the Triple Crown Series. Many top-tier horses have stumbled in their first major stakes test before bouncing back, and Pletcher's record with developing late bloomers suggests Disruptor is far from finished. At number 6, uncertainty surrounds Mattocket Road. This Bob Baffert trainee has been an enigma throughout his Kentucky Derby campaign, flashing talent but struggling to put together a truly dominant performance. His third-place finish in the Robert B. Lewis Stakes did little to inspire confidence, but his runner-up effort in the Rebel Stakes at Oaklawn Park renewed hope that he was improving at the right time. A key equipment change, Baffert removing blinkers, hinted at newfound maturity, but the Florida Derby once again raised doubts. Finishing 4th, 5½ lengths behind winner Tappan Street, was a respectable effort, but not the breakthrough performance he needed to secure a Derby spot. Sitting 16th on the road to the Kentucky Derby leaderboard with 46 points, his chances of making the field remain precarious. With multiple high-stakes preparation races still to be run, there's a strong possibility he could be bumped from contention. If he doesn't make the Derby, connections may pivot to the Preakness or a Summer Stakes campaign. The talent is there, but Mattocket Road must prove he can step up when it truly matters. Number 7, Cornucopian's Derby dream has slipped away. The Into Mischief colt entered the Arkansas Derby as a long shot to qualify for Churchill Downs, but his aggressive front-running style made him a fascinating contender. Coming off a dominant maiden sprint win, he attempted to stretch out against top-tier competition, setting a scorching pace through a half-mile in 45.21. While his speed was undeniable, the demanding fractions ultimately took their toll, and he faded to finish 4th, missing his chance to earn enough qualifying points for the Kentucky Derby. However, his ability to hang on despite the brutal pace indicates he has serious talent that just needs refinement. Trainer and connections will likely target shorter stakes races or even the Preakness, where his speed could be an asset. Though he wasn't quite ready for prime time on March 29th, Cornucopian's natural ability ensures he'll be a force later in the season. At number 8, momentum has stalled for Coal Battle. The Coal Front colt had been building an impressive resume leading up to the Arkansas Derby, winning 3 consecutive Kentucky Derby prep races. However, his third-place finish at Oaklawn Park raised some concerns about his ability to handle elite competition at longer distances. Beaten by 7 lengths in defeat, he was unable to keep up with the closing power of Sandman and Publisher, suggesting that the grueling pace may have taken too much out of him. While his overall record remains strong, the Arkansas Derby result makes him a less compelling pick for Churchill Downs. On the bright side, he has a deep foundation of 8 career starts, racing consistently over the past 7 months, which could give him an advantage in terms of stamina. However, he'll need to rebound quickly and prove that his Arkansas Derby effort was just a minor setback rather than a sign of distance limitations. If his connections proceed to the Kentucky Derby, Coal Battle must find another gear to compete with the division's best. His path forward remains uncertain, but with the right adjustments, he could still make noise later in the season. The Kentucky Derby trail is full of twists and turns, with rising stars and fading contenders shaping the road to Churchill Downs. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth racing updates.